When we go to this next section, before we start it, I want to give you a task.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a list of words, and I want you to think of several titles that you could give that grouping of words.
Okay.
So if I said to you, horse, dog, cow, zebra, what might be a good title for that grouping?
Mammals.
Perfect. And another good title for that grouping?
Animals.
And a third good title?
Living things.
I love all of them. Excellent. So try this grouping of words. Oranges, apples, bananas, and strawberries.
Fruit.
One good title. What's another good title?
Food.
And a third good title?
Nutrition.
Excellent. A long time ago, there was a man named Carl Jung, and he did exactly that. He took a list of the ways that people interact in the world and make choices and process information, and he said, I'm going to give that list of characteristics a title word. And that title word may not be familiar to many people. You may have heard of it, but a lot of people have not heard of the words he used for his title words. But that's all they are titles for a list of descriptions. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at the first set of title words and look at those descriptions. And what I want you to do now is to say, based on the list of descriptions, which one do I think sounds more like me?
Okay.
So the first set of title words that we're going to look at are extroversion, and then in the bottom box, introversion.
Okay.
Those with an extroverted preference tend to like working with many friends, talk their thoughts out loud, that they can actually think more effectively while they're speaking, that if they have to listen for long periods of time, it can be fatiguing. When they are really upset or embarrassed or angry, they need to talk to somebody. They get their energy by being active. So if they've been listening for a long time in a lecture, they're ready to get up and do something. That brings energy back into their mindset. They tend to do and then go, oh, was that the right thing to do? And they are eager to try new ideas. Those with a preference for introversion tend to prefer working on their own or with a few friends. They like thinking inside and then telling, so they want to process the information internally. And once the idea is fully formed, then they're more than willing to share it. But they don't like to put it out until it's ripe. They get tired doing things. So all the interacting with people can be fatiguing for them. And then they want to say, I need to take some time alone to get my energy back. When they're most angry or upset or embarrassed, it's very difficult for them to talk about it at that moment. So they prefer to wait until later. They tend to think and process things, and after they feel comfortable with it, then take action. And if it's a brand new situation or if it's a brand new idea, they are more likely to hesitate because they're not sure that that's their final thought. And as long as the thought is still forming, they want to wait and keep it inside. Both are incredibly effective ways of interacting in the world, but one tends to be a preferred style over the other for most. Do you think you see yourself in one way more than the other?
I think extroversion, definitely.
Oh, not even a question there, huh?
Yeah.
So what do you like about being an extrovert?
Just talking with people, and I really don't like sitting still, and I mean, not necessarily sitting still, but if it's just long periods of times of kind of real downtime, I don't enjoy it. And I like to just I really like being active, and I just like being with people.
Perfect. So if you would, go ahead and put a check mark beside the icon of extroversion. A lot of time kids with the extroverted preference will say when there's nothing happening, it's almost like it's a dead zone, that everything is totally boring.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, let's get something moving.
Yeah.
Let's get something
Yeah.
taking.